You know, you got to pay some quid to play.
Oh, for sure. Now, what I liked about out there is, though, you can get bear over the counter, right?
Bear is not by lottery. It's OTC, and it's a $2 tag right now. I've heard that they are looking to raise the price to $20 by next season. But right now, I got my bear tag for the first time ever this season, and we have two seasons. There's Series A and Series B. Series A just passed. It's the second week of October. Then Series B runs concurrent with 6 Day Firearm, which is the second week of December. And so the luxury part about that, as long as you're not hunting over bait, which I actually stopped hunting over bait this year, you could hunt with a muzzleloader or a shotgun.
Oh, nice.
And deer at the same time, which is, very convenient for the hunter.
Oh, for sure.
So you don't want. I've known a couple of people on our property. It's like I said, I hunt private property. We don't want to be in that position where, hey, we're after our target buck here, but we got a bear problem and we got to harvest a couple bear, because the bear population the past 5 years has just exploded in our state.
Oh, dude, I've seen the videos you put out from your trail cams, and I mean, you guys have so many black bears. It's crazy. And that last video you just posted was insane.
3 years ago, I'm going to say we had maybe 4 bear on our property. Now it's up to like 20.
Man, that is wild.
And our deer population's down, way down. So it went from inverse like that. So How are the bear in Michigan?
So we're unique. So we have the Upper Peninsula as well. So we all know Michigan is, like this, but we also have the Upper Peninsula. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of bear in the UP. We have, in the Upper Peninsula or the UP, we have bear and we have moose. We also have wolves. The wolves have destroyed the deer population. And the wolves have also destroyed the moose population. There for a while we were talking about having a moose season, but that's not going to happen in the near future. Now you come down into the lower peninsula, the normal Michigan, I'll say. Up top you have bear and you have elk. So yeah, in Michigan we have elk, moose, bear, wolves, and we have all sorts of stuff. But we can't hunt any of them. We can hunt bear. It's a lottery system. It's a point-based system, so you can get drawn for that. We can get drawn for elk. It's a once-in-a-lifetime hunt, so once you get drawn, you're done. It's usually point preference, but I want to say it's less than 0.1%, or you have less than a 0.1% chance of being drawn your first time. And this year, I actually met someone who got drawn for their first time, a 21-year-old kid, man. So he got drawn for a cow and smoked a nice cow. But where I'm at, we're starting to see black bear transition down this far south. Mm-hmm. But a lot of them are in the northern UP, northern lower peninsula, and mid-Michigan. But I've been putting in for a bear hunt in this one spot in the UP, and last year they had the record number of 500-pound plus bears in Michigan. I want to say in that county there was, like 150 tags issued, and over half of them were over 500-pound bears harvested.
500 pounds. We just had a 770-pound bear harvested, which is actually a state record this year.
I saw that.
A lot of bear. And my buddy, he actually knows one of his coworkers. Actually, is really good friends with that dude. You see the picture, like he's laying down, and he's a big bear. Man, that guy's been eating good.
That's unbelievable. Like, they're just massive animals.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, that's the one who took that most recent video where he's up in the stand. I told him to, hold the phone sideways like that, so you get in frame. We're gonna take a long video. Get the landscape portrait. Don't get the vertical. That's for Instagram. So he didn't listen. He still got it vertical, but a cup came in and he just sitting there, and he's like right underneath this tree stand, and it's just he's just like annoyed. He's like, all right, go away. And then he gets down, he does some scouting. He actually comes in contact with him on the ground 5 yards away. On feet, and he just does nothing. He's just sitting there. The bear's just sitting there. He's telling me he didn't get this on video. And he's like, all right. But it's like, okay, you're afraid of getting mauled. I think everyone has a little bit of fear. You don't want to bring the knife to the bear fight.
Exactly, You think of a bear, your first response, it doesn't matter how big it is. You run into a bear in the wild, it's going to be massive, in your mind anyways. But I've seen it where I'll run into black bear and they'll scurry off as soon as they see you.
It's like 90% of the time they will do that. It's when you run into mama bear protecting those little cubs.
Absolutely.
That's when they get protective, and that's where you're going to be on the defensive. That's where you want to make a lot of noise, look as loud as possible, like large as possible. But bear safety is something that I think needs to be preached a little bit more. Not only just in the woods, but we've been starting to get some bear into the suburbs. And I think the education needs to be passed down to just general society. Everyone, you got the bear lovers. You see them on the highway. I don't know if you have them by you.
We sure do.
Stop the bear hunt. But whichever way you are, you still have to know that, hey, these are wild animals. They don't know what the law is. They don't care. They're in the wild. And if they're going to attack you, hey, they're going to attack you. And you have to.
And there's not a lot you can do.
You have to be prepared for that. So I think that as the bear population rises, we as a society have to be prepared to, deal with that change.
Oh, 100% agree with you, man. I mean, we took over their their land, and now they're just moving back. So
they're indigenous animals.
That's right.